lights, and thank goodness they did.
She was in the plastic bag tied up, but her arm had come out of the bag.
The baby is named India and is in protective custody. Authorities are trying to identify her mother.
Oh, God.
License, registration, proof of insurance, please.
When an Orlando police officer saw a car driving down the wrong side of the road, he pulled it over. But that 10-month-old behind the wheel quickly convinced him to let her go. The driver turned out to be his daughter. The officer let her continue on her way after a few laughs and a wave bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
It may be getting to the point where drivers are relying on their GPS units just a bit too much. And if you need any proof, take a look at this. It's an epic fail in Denver. Dozens of drivers were trying to avoid an accident, and they got detoured to the same dirt road where they all got stuck in the mud. Will Reeve is showing us how it happened.
Welcome to 64th Avenue in Aurora, Colorado. Normally nothing to see here except a few birds. But this morning, something weird was going on when a detour quickly turned into a disaster after dozens of drivers made this abandoned dirt road look like a busy interstate.
There was a line of cars in front of me following the same instructions. And so I thought, well, everybody else seems to be fine, so I followed them on out.
The routine trip took an unexpected turn, literally. While driving to Denver International Airport, drivers like Connie Monsees took to their devices, hoping apps like Google Maps would help shave some time around a nearby accident.
Take exit 286 onto Tower Road.
But instead of finding a quicker route, they found a mess. The detour led hordes of cars down the wrong path, an isolated, narrow, muddy path with no room to turn. Thanks to mud and deep ditches, the cars were now stuck.
It was a mess.
Why did Google send us out there to begin with? It just didn't make any sense.
Connie's related to ABC Denver's station traffic expert Jason Luber. Jason saying it's up to drivers to make the final call.
You're driving. Google Maps isn't driving. Google Maps isn't perfect. You need to know where you're going.
Very
It's
interesting
crazy.
there.
You know, but I was saying earlier, I mean, obviously, if you see a dirt road, you might be taken aback. But if everyone else is doing it, I know it doesn't make it right.
Right.
But everyone else is turning, you're going to go with the flow.
In the early days of GPS, I once ended up on like a levee.
Did you? Oh, no.
And like people were fishing, they're looking at me like, you can't drive your car up here. I'm like, well, my GPS unit says. So, you know, maybe you'll want to have a few paper maps around just in case.
Hey,
in case.
It's a good skill to have.
Right now,
It's
our
hot.
forecast is beautiful.
I mean, I like that you said that way because, yes, the humidity's in check today. It's going to be in the low 90s, but it's not oppressive. It doesn't feel like 100.
But it's not going to stay that way, unfortunately.
Each day, we're going to add a little bit more humidity through the week. Take a look outside right now. Some of our different cameras, different vantage points from Dulles. Look how blue that sky is, and that's part of the story. When you don't have all that mugginess, all that extra humidity in the atmosphere, we don't have that haze hanging over the city like we often do on really warm and sticky days. Meanwhile, over the bay, a few clouds have puffed up over the bay, but still a partly to mostly sunny one out there, and that'll continue to be our story as we progress into the afternoon. Here's a nice picture from the Mandarin Oriental cam looking across the bridges coming in and out of the city. Right now in the city, it's 87 down at Reagan National Airport. Meanwhile, Chantilly at 86, 84 Gaithersburg, 84 Martinsburg, Leonardtown right now checking in at 84 degrees as well. And I show you the dew points because we talk about these. When these are in the low 60s, it's doable. When they get in the upper 60s, and that's when you start to feel the humidity out there. But most of our stations, lower 60s, Leesburg a little high, but it could be reading a little off. And when they're in the lower 60s, we have a touch of humidity in the air. Once they get closer to the upper 60s and 70, that's when it's really muggy. 70 and above, it's oppressive. And that could happen later in the week, but that is not the story. That is not the case out there right now today. 1 o'clock, 88 degrees, 3 o'clock, 91. Walk of the dog. We talked about this yesterday. Remember, the asphalt and the concrete, much hotter. When this air temperature is in the 90s, the asphalt temperature can be 100 plus. So you got to be careful with the pooch's paws out there as you take those walks. So be mindful of that. 92 by 5 o'clock. Big picture here. High pressure in charge. For the most part, we should be dry. Pleasant little stretch of weather through the next couple of days. Although it'll be hot, it should be mainly dry. Tonight, another event happening across the city. A lot of things happening tonight. DC United versus Orlando City over at Audi Field at 8 o'clock. Even when you're getting there, start of the game, 90 degrees at 7 o'clock. Through the 80s. By the time you head home, still pretty warm out there. In fact, overnight lows not going to drop back that much. 67 to 75, clear to partly cloudy tonight, and the humidity will start to shift. We're going to start getting more humidity building in here, especially as we head through tonight and into tomorrow. Temperatures tomorrow will work their way back into the low 90s. A little bit more humidity means it could feel like the middle 90s, but as far as our hottest days late in the week, look at Friday, 96 degrees. Can't rule out a stray shower or storm in the mountains. And for Saturday and Sunday, pretty high heat. At some point Saturday to Sunday, a frontal system will drop our temperatures back somewhat. It could also spark off a couple of thunderstorms, but at this point, 30% chance means a lot of us do stay dry. So don't cancel weekend plans, but know that a storm or two could fire off as we head deeper into the weekend. You can always stay on top of that by downloading that Stormwatch 7 app. It is free. You enact the alerts, and we'll keep you on top of weather, whether it's sunny or stormy. We'll be back with more ABC 7 News at noon right after this.
Clog gutters cause damage to your overhang and trim, landscaping, flower beds, your foundation. Look at Leaf Guard, the gutter that never clogs, guaranteed end of the month, into the savings. $59 down, $59 a month. Leaf Guard on your home. $200 Visa gift card as a bonus with purchase. And if you call